What if I told you a company that didn't exist made more money than companies that did? Three broke college kids, one stupid joke, and Wall Street fell for it completely. Professional investors, people paid millions to find the truth, funded a company with no product, no office, and no employees. And here's the part nobody talks about. By the time they realized it, they didn't want to stop. To understand this story, you need to understand one thing about Wall Street. Investors are constantly looking for the next big thing. And sometimes they're looking so hard, they see things that aren't there. Now meet our three guys. Call them Jake, Marco, and Dev. Jake failed Intro to Accounting twice. Startups with confusing names and vague descriptions kept getting funded. So they asked, what if we made the most nothing company imaginable just to see what would happen? They built a one-page website, wrote a mission statement that said absolutely nothing, and gave the company a name that sounded expensive but meant nothing. No product, no team page, no address, just vibes, and a contact form. For 3 weeks, nothing. They forgot about it. Then one Tuesday morning, Dev's phone buzzed.
Guys, someone emailed us. They want to schedule a call.
Who?
A venture capital firm in New York.
The investor had found them through a web scraper, a bot that trawled the internet looking for new companies in emerging sectors. The bot flagged their buzzwords. Nobody read past the buzzwords. They almost didn't take the call. Marco said to come clean immediately. The investor asked about their go-to-market strategy. Jake made one up on the spot. That sentence meant nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it worked perfectly. Here's where it got strange. The investor talked to other investors. Suddenly, NovaSphere had a waiting list. 6 weeks after posting a joke website, they were in a real conference room, being offered real money. And this is where the story changes. Because Jake looked at that number and realized they genuinely believed in this. Not because they were foolish, but because the system had trained them to move fast, to trust signals, to bet on founders, not just products. Jake called a timeout, told the investors the truth. Silence for a very long 10 seconds. Because here's the thing, the experiment itself had proven something real, something valuable. They had accidentally built a case study on how broken the early stage funding process was. And some investors, they wanted to fund that insight. NovaSphere became a real company, not the one on the joke website, a better one, built on the lesson the joke had taught them. So what's the actual lesson here? Investors funded a fake company because the system rewards speed over scrutiny, buzzwords over substance, signals over sense. And that's not just a Wall Street problem. We all fund fake companies every single day. Every time we follow something because other people are following it. Every time we trust a signal we never actually checked. Jake, Marco, and Dev didn't expose Wall Street. They just held up a mirror. The question is, what do you see in yours? If that made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want more stories like this, you know what to do.